Hey everyone, welcome to Biz Bounty Hunters. My name is Taylor Postel, and this is my channel. All these videos you're going to see are from my cold email masterclass for business acquisitions that I previously had on a school community, so the formatting might be a little different. Some things might show up like that, but no need to worry. I've moved everything for free here on YouTube, so everyone can watch through this whole class. It'll be divided up into the playlist, so you can follow along step by step everything that we previously had in our school community. But without further ado, please like and subscribe, and let's hop into the content. Hey guys, Taylor with Biz Bounty Hunters here for another mindset module going over overcoming objections and building trust. Let's get into it. So, overcoming objections and building trust for business acquisitions. Here's what we're going to cover: addressing common concerns with the seller, using transparency to your advantage, and building long-term relationships. Sign up for the newsletter, important updates regarding the course. Link is in the caption below. YouTube, Instagram, and X. Follow for exclusive content at Biz Bounty Hunter. Share the course. Let's start a revolution and change people's lives together. Warning: this is the most important video in the entire course. Watch the entire video. Don't skip. Don't fast forward. If you need to, watch it in 2x speed. So let's address some common concerns that sellers may have. So first and foremost, valuation fears. You need to be able to dispel concerns with transparent valuation methods and third-party validation. Emphasize fairness backed by data. So a lot of sellers are fearful that they're not, obviously a lot of them think it's worth more than it is. That's a problem, but a lot want to make sure that they also get what it's actually worth. So especially in off-market deals, they don't have, a lot of them don't have experience in valuation. So they're just kind of shooting in the dark and relying on you. So if you do provide a valuation for their business, really provide some data. So, hey, your revenues were this for the past 3 years. They're trending upward, they're trending downward. This is the multiple for your industry. This is what we're looking at here, your EBITDA. These are, you need to just give them explanations on the actual valuation. Don't just say it's $3 million and in their head they think it's 5. So that's just going to be a no starter. They're going to be like, well, this guy's trying to lowball me. Even if yours is accurate, but providing the numbers can really help you get past that barrier. Operational expertise. Next, you need to reassure sellers by showcasing your ability to sustain and grow the business. Share examples of preserving what works while driving long-term success. So, for instance, with my acquisition pursuits right now in portable sanitation, I've partnered up with an industry expert where he has built and grown portable sanitation companies 3 times over and sold them to private equity 3 times. So without him, I wouldn't be looking in this arena, but with his expertise, we have the game plan, the confidence, and any seller we talk to, it's never a concern about how we can grow their company or how we can succeed with the company because I have that partner. If you don't have that partner, make sure you have some sort of expertise where you can truly grow, or maybe you have an operator you're going to bring in. Maybe they're not an actual partner like mine is. You're just going to, pay them as an operator. You need to have something, either you yourself or somebody else, that can prove that you're going to grow this business. And then cultural misalignment. Be sure to remind them how the culture will be embraced and expanded upon. So from their culture, they care about their employees. Their fears maybe you're going to come in and completely wipe it out. The secretary's been there 10 years and they know their kids, and the foreman or, manager knows everybody. And then they're worried that's all going to turn, completely different, micromanaging, whatever it may be. So really translate what you're actually looking to do with the business. I always instill family business background. So family business values are key to me, and I'm going to always keep those in my businesses I acquire. So translating that and letting the seller know really sets them at ease, at least from my experience with them. run through this slide. All right. Using transparency to your advantage. Set clear intentions. Communicate vision and how it will align with our goals. Have a detailed process. Provide a step-by-step overview with clear timelines and milestones. Use simple, jargon-free explanations to build trust. Openness to questions. Encourage questions to address concerns and foster rapport. For all these things, if you're tight-lipped and not letting them know about anything you're doing, they're going to be very skeptical and worried. But if you can overwhelm them with clearness, intentions, and plans, if anything, even if there were any concerns, they usually will be gone, because you're overloading them with so much information on exactly X, Y, and Z. This is what we're going to do. Here's the time frame. This is our goals. This is, we're going to keep all your people, whatever it may be, and sets their mind at ease. And if you're kind of in the middle, they may get curious as well. So just really giving them all the information and more can overwhelm them in a good way, to where they don't really have any questions, or it's just being an open book. So I'm really letting them know what's going on and how you're going to do it. Next is building long-term relationships. So some post-sale engagement. You can always offer transition involvement, such as advisory roles, to keep them connected, even if you don't have any seller financing, or they don't really want to stay on maybe an advisory role with a small kickback or something. Can just incentivize them to stick around if you want. You don't have to, and they can see what you're doing, and then really build trust with them, rather than just them handing you the keys and walking away. Always value their input. Show respect and appreciation for their expertise even after the sale. From someone who sold 2 businesses, the last one, they didn't really take my advice moving forward, and the business has suffered since that. It's always good to say, you say money aside, if you were going to keep this business, or, they're getting out because they're retiring, but if, you were full of energy, had a bunch of money, and you wanted to grow this business, what would you do next? That's huge. And valuing their input could be your key to success that you're missing. So even after the sale, valuing their opinion or asking them is huge. They know the company better than you. Even if they didn't run it the best in your opinion, or did some things wrong, they know the ins and outs of it that you will never know until it's too late, generally. So always value their input. Emphasizing respect. Build goodwill through their genuine acknowledgement of their contributions, how they've done a good job, how they've gotten the business from 0 to X, Y, and Z, wherever it's at. They've put in the work, got it to a place where you're willing to buy it, so they've done something right. And most businesses never get to that place, so always, acknowledge everything they've done. And so in summary, transparency is key when talking to sellers and puts them at ease. People do business with others that they know, like, and trust. And rapport is one of the biggest levers you can utilize during the transaction and post-transaction. So, acknowledging their compliments, being friendly with them, letting them everything that's going on will really go a long way in fostering a friendship with the seller. It doesn't always happen that way, but it is the most ideal situation. Testimonial links below. Leave a testimonial, win special prizes. Get your hands dirty, take action. We'll see you on the next one. Hope you guys enjoyed that content. Please remember to like and subscribe, and we will see you on the next one. Thanks, guys. Peace.